Well, good afternoon, folks. Another great day, segment number 3 coming up here for us. Happy and honored to share this opportunity and moment with you to talk a little bit. Just finished having a nice workout, so now I want to talk a little bit about something called the blame game. And what we find in our culture today is a lack of accountability and responsibility to oneself, and hence we create this opportunity to blame. Why do we blame? Well, some people blame due to anger, resentment, hurts, pains, trauma, negative life experiences. But more importantly, the majority of us tend to blame because we find that our current life standards don't add up to what our dreams and aspirations were prior to making choices to get us to where we are at. And when that tends to happen, this is where what we see. We see a culture of people embracing and recruiting others to buy into this blame game mentality. And when we do that, we take away from ourselves as individuals, and we also impact the people around us, because people don't necessarily want to associate with negative, bitter, blaming people. So what are we looking at right now? Well, we have to change our current situation. And the only way we can change our current situation is by understanding how we can be better. Because we can't change the past. We can embrace the future. But we only have to embrace it by taking one step each day towards being better. That means we have to make a shift somewhere. We might have to make a shift in our mental capacity and how we think. We might need to make a shift in our physical capacity in looking at our current environment and say, do we really want to stay living like this for the rest of our life? And if so, what do I need to do? Is it going to be an option with a school, going back to school? Is it connecting to get my GED? Is it to try to graduate from college or university? Is it to get a different paying job, or a job that we feel that we are not qualified for, but we feel that we should go out and try anyways? So there are numerous ways to look at dealing with this blaming type of culture, but it starts with the individual and the individual mindset. So the individual mindset has to be willing and able to be flexible in wanting to be patient with themselves to address some of their challenges that they're facing that contributes to blaming. Because when we blame, we just become this individual that is living from the outside of the world inside, and the inside becomes hardened. And when it becomes hardened, nothing can really impact it because we choose not to let nobody else in. And when we don't let anybody else in, we tend to deflect our true emotions of what we're really dealing with and what our real problems are to the good people in our life, and they become the enemy when the enemy is in me. And we have to learn how to deal with that. So let's learn how to reduce this blaming culture by focusing on ourselves, looking at our current issues and our challenges of what we're dealing with and writing them down on paper, and understanding why we feel this way. What is the reason towards why we feel that we want to be like this? Because we all have the capabilities to change. It's a choice to change. So let's think about that.